As the reigning Gehem dynasty dies down, the duchies of Valados and Teresi vie for the throne. They develop their cities, conquer new lands, and prepare their people. But in the shadows, their ambitions lead them to unleash old threats. Who will prevail in this race for the throne? It's a Wonderful Kingdom is a two-player game with a split and trap system. Place cards in offering areas and trick your opponent into taking the cards you want. With the cards you take, develop your duchy to produce more and more resources. The game includes modules, which bring new cards, new components, new rules, and new gameplay, so every game feels different and new. Join us now and become the new ruler of this wonderful kingdom.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Harry Jacobs, and I am the North of 60 Gamer, and welcome to the North of 60 Gaming channel. Today, we are going to look at a new Kickstarter that just came in the door for me today. This is something that I backed personally. I did back the first game in the series, and if you've ever played It's a Wonderful World, this is A Wonderful Kingdom. It's the Legends Edition. It is a great little, not quite a tableau builder. It has an interesting mechanic that I haven't seen in any other game. So let's go down and not waste any time and take a look at what's in the box. Well, this is the box. I am sorry that there's a lot of shininess on this box, and so with the shrink wrap on, you can see there's some reflections of the lights and various bits and pieces that are going on in my studio. And there I am. And you can see my some shelving behind me. So without further ado, let's get right to the taking the shrink wrap off, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the game. So I'm just going to do that off camera so that we can get rid of some of these reflections. There we go. I've gotten rid of the reflection by taking some of the shrink wrap off. That's pretty funny. I have such a small room, and it just reflects everywhere. And lighting is a challenge at times, and you can see I use that to get that started. And here's the box here. This is the Legends Edition, and this is one thing that's really kind of cool right there. This is a push-out box, and they've actually given you something that you can actually get it out with, which is kind of cool. See, woohoo! Sometimes these sleeve boxes struggle, and they have a little hole there. This is the Legends Editions. As I said, it's for 1 to 2 players. It takes probably 30 to 45 minutes to play. The It's a Wonderful World is a quick playing game. The way I have it, I can set it up in about 4 or 5 minutes. I have played 2-3 games in less than an hour if everybody can do their drafting and stuff very, very quickly. I think this one's going to take a little bit longer. It's 14 and up. Probably yes, I would say. There is some thinking to do here. The mechanics are pretty easy though, and if you know Wonderful World, you know what the mechanics are. There's absolutely nothing on the box here. I finally learned why. If you're very interested in why you see some of your Kickstarters that have nothing on the back of the box, is because it's not going to retail. So the Legends is not going to retail. Plus the fact that because we have a box in a box, I suspect that when we open it up, there it is. Probably we purposely put in upside down, just so that you could see the back of the box, just like that. And there's the back of the box. You can see it looks very similar to It's a Wonderful World. It is a 2-player game, or 1 or 2-player game. There it goes. You pick there's 4 modules. You can pick one of the 4 modules. You split and trap, which is kind of interesting. It's got an interesting mechanic. It doesn't use drafting. And then you develop your duchy, which is the same thing basically that you do in your in It's a Wonderful World. So if you've played A Wonderful World, this should be a very quick learn. And there's the front of the box. I really like the artwork. What déjà? So, additional rules on top. I don't know where the non-additional rules are. Hopefully right underneath there they are. I don't know what the additional rules are for. Oh, these are for the different modules. We have additions and deluxe. We have a quest module, an advisor module, a menace module, which I've seen a couple times on some playthroughs that are not going to be mine, and a conquest module. Okay. There are your basic rules on top. Now, they provided the sleeves. There they are. They are a 67 by 102. So that'd be a little weird, I think. A little smaller, because if I recall using the Turo, which are 70 by 120, they didn't quite fit in that. So I bought some sleeves. There are different boards, obviously. I think these are the Conquest boards. I don't know. I have never played. We have the game board. Oh, here's a basic board. Wow, there's lots of boards here. Holy cow. Oh, I think this is for solo. Okay, that's for the solo game. I saw it played. That's the only reason why I know. There we are. We have a neat little inset here. We have dry erase. Wow, that's kind of cool. We have cardboard counters. I'm not sure what for yet. Oh, look at these. Cubes and a little box to store them in. Wow. That's pretty awesome. These are your soldiers. Here's the cards. These look like the... are these reference cards? No, these are... yeah, it looks like some sort of reference cards or something or other. The Northern Lands, the Treasures, Captive Dragons, the Usurper, the Pestilent Lord. We will figure that one out. Oh, look at that. Instead of using paper, dry erase. That is awesome. Again, we have some blue tokens. These are the soldiers, and we'll talk more about our soldiers in the game. Similar to It's a Wonderful World. There's your cards. These are silica. These are your soldiers as well, and they're wooden tokens. So you got a choice of wooden tokens, or you could use the meeples. Of course, we got some bags. What do we have down there? Oh, a bunch of coins. Now, I know some of these coins are for flipping around so that you can put cards upside down, and we'll talk more about the mechanics when we play, of course. So that's everything in this box. I will take it away. I will then organize it, and then we'll come back and take a quick look at how it fit in the box once you take it all out. I have a feeling it's going to be fairly easy to do. These soldiers, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them. I'm half tempted to take this stuff out of this insert, but it fits so nice at this point. It's a cardboard insert as opposed to a plastic insert. So we will see what we do. Anyway, give us a few minutes and we'll get it back to the table and you'll see the organization. I'm going to put this all back in a moment. So here we are. We have A Wonderful Kingdom Legends, and we're going to open it up. I have organized it and sleeved it. I still love this idea of a hole here, which makes life so much easier. And we're just going to pull that out, and there it is, the box. And then we're going to pull it up. So we have the rules on the top and the additional rules. So the additional rules spell out what's in the Legends box. There's more conquest boards. There's more diplomat cards, more menace cards, those types of things, as well as the deluxe component. It all spells that out here in right along here. And we'll talk more about this when we do the setup. Here's what you're looking at is the conquest board. So these are boards that we will use during our play. This particular one here is, and the way it goes is this is A2 and it would go with A1. And you can play with any one of these boards. These are two-player boards. These A1, A2, B1, B2. And then the C1 is a one-player board here. And so there's a double-sided for that as well. So there's lots of choices. That is the conquest mode. So these are the player boards. So this is a reduced player board like you see in It's a Wonderful World. You put the resources on, it keeps track of your turns. You'll have your cards above and below. And we'll talk more about how the mechanics of this game works when we actually get into the gameplay. This is a board. This board is a playing board. It basically does the same thing as it does as this board, except it's bigger and gives you a more sense of it's a kingdom. So a little bit more narrative, a little bit more quality of life, and you can use this for the solo, but either or would work for solo. These are your conquest cards. Sorry, these are your quest cards. So in one of the modules, God, I can't pick this up. In one of the modules, these are some quests that you can undertake while playing, and that is a module. Here's your scoring. The cards, now here's a pet peeve here. I've sleeved the cards. Yes, they fit, but there's different types of cards. There is no way to really store them nicely in here. This may go eventually. I don't know. I'm not sold on this way of storing this. I may leave this and these in the boxes, but I am not happy with this because I'd like to sort my cards out so I know what the monster cards are from the diplomat cards. You can see there's some tokens here. Most of these are replaced within the metal tokens or the wooden, but there's a few of them that we're still going to use. I don't know why you wouldn't deluxify everything. If you're going to deluxify, but not a showstopper as far as I'm concerned. Here are armies. Now these armies are equivalent to what's in here as well. Those are the tokens, and you can use either the more generic tokens or you can use your specific color tokens. These are just deluxe versions. Again, now you say, well, why are they in this? Because they didn't give me a box that actually pulls out. What's the use of having all this great storage if I just can't put it on the table? So I'm not too happy with this, the way it works. I mean, it fits really, really nice, but it's not the best storage solution that we can see here. And then, of course, we have our little tokens. I'm going to leave them in the box. I will pull out one. I take them out of the plastic. I'm not really keen on this storage. It's nice, it works, it's functional, but I still have to pull them out of a box. Now, what I would have liked to have seen is making use of this and being able to put them, have little lids on them, and then be able to lay these down, and then I can just put them on the board rather than have to take them out of the box. Then again, not fully thought through for the user. As a project manager and a web guy and a business analyst, user journey is very important. Now you will see what, and you can see there's a little tear here, and you can see what happened. So most of the boxes are wonderful, and they got a little indent there. What's missing? A little indent, little quality control issue. Again, not a showstopper, but something that needs to be addressed occasionally. These are specific coins to the solo game, and they basically function similar to these coins right here. And we'll talk more about what these do or what these do in the solo game. But all in all, that's how everything went into the box. At least it goes in and it closes very, very nicely. As you can see, I can do it super, super quickly here. If I could get stuff organized, I can do it super, super quickly, as you can see. Where's that other game board? Oh, there it is. There's the game board. So conceivably putting this away would be very, very quickly. the Wonderful World sets up very quickly. It's a 5-minute setup, 5-minute teardown. This is going to be a little bit more because of the boxes and stuff, but I mean, it's not a showstopper. It's a wonderful little game, but that is the organization of this game. Next step is we're going to set it up. We're going to talk about the rules, how it plays, do a solo run through, and then give you some final thoughts. And that is what we're going to do. Good morning, everybody. My name is Harry Jacobs, and we are down here after we've talked about the unboxing, a little bit of the components, and now we've set up the game. And as you can see, I have a little plastic bag off to the side. So I've set up the game, and I am playing on the bigger deluxe board, just to give you the idea of how big the game is. Now, it is a nice board, and actually I can pull that up just a little bit because we won't really be using the red side that much. So up here we have our resources. These are the transmutation cubes, and we'll talk a little bit more about that when we talk about my Dutchie board over here. We have the gray, the purple, the yellow, blue, and you can see there's just a little bit of an arrow there, and this means that it flows from one resource to the other during the production phase, and we'll talk more about that when we get there. Here are our armies. We have some blue armies here. Here is our big, huge deck of cards, and if you've played It's a Wonderful World, you know how many cards there are. There are a ton of cards. There are calamity cards, and we'll talk about them in a moment. What I've decided to do is we're going to play on the Duchy of Valadas. There it is, the Duchy of Valadas. And you can see at the end of the game, we're going to get 2 points for every treasure type card that we build, or not treasure, but I would say bank or commerce probably, because that looks like a treasure chest. And every turn we're going to build 3 gray cubes and a blue cube. Here we are going to play the module, and this is the quest module. This is our ultimate goal. It's the only one we have to achieve. It's nice to achieve these as well, but we must achieve this. And it says pay 12 armies and have 2 commerce cards, that's the blue one, to your duchy, and I can gain 2 transmorphic cubes if I do this before turn 4. Now this is the only time when you're playing this that you can actually use your transformography area. Normally you put cubes here, and every time you get 5 you can get a red cube. You can actually pull from this any color cube to meet these. So it's a little bit of able to use this area that you normally can't use. These are our crystallines here. So now we have our little markers that will help us mark when we do that. Up here will be our production area. It's going to get a little tight for space here, but here we're going to have production. Here we're going to have our build area basically, and then here are our offering areas. Now to start the game, basically what we're going to do, we're going to take our 4 calamity cards, we're going to deal off, we're not going to, and look, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, and then we're going to shuffle these up really, really well. And we'll put them way up here, right, just for the calamities. Now, normally these would be the menace spaces, but we're not playing with the menaces right now. So we're going to put our calamity areas here, because normally what we'd have is 4 calamities each, or a menace in each time. Every turn we're going to add 1 to our hand. That way we can place one down, and we are allowed to place 2 face down normally in the multiplayer game. Here we're not going to have to worry about face down from my end, but every turn we're going to put a face down card here over the 3 rounds of each turn. There's 4 rounds of each turn actually, and then there's 3 rounds of each where we're going to put out one of these cards upside down on the area that we don't take, and we'll talk more about that. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn over 2 cards on each. And we'll pull up a card in a minute and we'll explain what's going on here. Ugh, there's a lot of hard cards here. So here is a card. Now on this side is a resource. So at any point when I decide I can take a card for a resource, and this is at the time where I start to choose my cards. Before we're just going to build an offering over here, and then we're going to use them, and we can either bail them to get the resource or build them, and we have to get all these resources. And each card's a little bit different, so there's 2 grays and a blue, 3 blues, 3 purples. This is going to be very interesting because at this point these cards are a little bit more complicated, and that is the actual setup. In actual fact, it only takes a minute or two to set this game up. It's one of those great 5-minute games to set up, and it's a great little filler gateway style game, really. You can see I have trap tokens here, or spy tokens in this case, and once per round I can flip this over to look at one of the face down cards. Also, at any point I can turn in 2 of my cards that I take of the offering to take another card. So if I don't like these 2, I could actually put out 1 card out of here, and I don't know if there's an advantage of doing that, but that is in the solo rules. I suppose if you get a hand like this, but we're going to see how that goes. I mean, the blue resource is really nice to get, and it's possible that we could build this card. It's worth 5, and we get a soldier. We need at least 12 soldiers, so that's going to be a good one to build. And same over here. Now purple is going to be a little bit more difficult because there's nothing purpley yet. And we have nothing for the yellow, but we'll have to see how that develops over the next turn. But that is it. That is what this game looks like at the start. I love It's a Wonderful World. My friend loves it. It's a game that you can play at lunchtime at work. This would be about the same. We don't need the big board. We can set it up on the smaller board when you're playing a 2-player game. We've set this up at work. Play at lunchtime. You can get 3 games generally at lunchtime if you know what you're doing in a 2-player game. So this may not be as fast because of the calamities and menaces. Over here we have our scoring board. There it is. I really like this feature. No score pad. Dry erase. Brilliant. That is brilliant. Anyway, so we are ready to start. This is the setup, and we are ready to go. So we're ready to play. This is the solo mode we're set up. It's a little bit different where I actually don't put cards in my hand, so there's no sort of drafting area. The rules are that I'm going to pick up one of this side, and on the empty side we're going to add on the side I didn't pick, we're going to put a danger card or a threat card. There are 4 calamities in amongst the 8 cards except for the first round. Then I'm going to pick up one side, put the threat card on the other side, and fill 2 more cards on this side. And that will go for it will go for 4 rounds. At the end of that, we will then go into our area here. Cards do not get turned up if they are face down until we start to go through them here, and then eventually we're going to put them here into our production area. Pardon my dogs. The module I picked out is Conquer the North. This is the big one. I have to raise 12 armies and have 2 of the blue type cards built, and we'll show you that a little bit. I don't think there are any here. Yeah, there's one right there. So I would have to have 2 of these built. There it is, like the treasure card here, just like that. So that card would be very difficult to build. This one, not so difficult. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start on this side, and we're going to pick these 2 cards up, and we'll just put them over here into this area here, off to the side. And then what happens is we take our danger card. It stays this way. Sorry. It stays this way. And then we'll put 2 more cards. There's another blue, which is good, actually. And another one here. I really like the idea of the blues here, and I need a gray too. And we've got gray in our production area, and we're gonna need a red for this one. But this one we're gonna get a purple. That's not too. We might be able to build that one. Again, I'm going to go over to this side. We'll put them over to here. That's our second of. Then another card goes over here, and we're going to go 1, 2. Oh, that's a gray. Ooh, that gives me. That's a barracks, which gives me 2 armies. Now remember, I can't win the game without having armies. So as tempting as this is with all the cards here, I'm going to stick with these right now. I really want to get the armies. That was the 3rd round. Here is the 4th and final round. So we're going to put another card here. I'm going to pull up 2 more, a yellow and a purple. And that's a farm. So we have an army here that we can build for 3 purples. And there's 2 purples there if we could build that for 4 grays. Again, this is all about decisions. I could risk this and possibly pick up a calamity or go the easy route. So we have a spy token. So let's flip that so we can have a look at one of these cards. It's not a calamity. Look at all the armies that I would have to build. That would be almost impossible for us. So I am going to take the easy route out, as much as it pains me to take not as many cards as I could. And we'll take them all here. And we'll show you each individual card and how that all works. So at the end of this, we're just going to do that. That is the end of 4 rounds. That is quick. See how quick that is? So now we're going to go into our decision making. So I'm going to pull all my cards up. And we can have a little closer look here. So this is a yellow. It gives me an economy. It's just points. And I don't think there's any cards here other than this for yellow. Now, I can say I'm going to build that for now. I don't need that resource particularly right now. So we're going to just say we're going to build that. This we're going to definitely want to build. Up here, I can take the blue resource, so I'm going to discard that. Let's put these upside this way. This card for the blue. Now the rule is, as soon as I take a blue cube, I'm going to have to use it, and we'll put that right on this card right there. So we've got... I'm going to take this one again for the blue. So we're partially way there. We need 2 grays. This is a purple. Isn't so terrible. I'd like to keep the 3 grays. I want to build that. I want to build that. Remember, I'm going after armies. I need 12 of them. I'll take this for the purple. We're not going to be building a lot of houses this turn, so that for the purple. And I don't necessarily need another blue, but I do have to build 2 blue cards. Okay, but I do I need a red anywhere? No, I don't. That's a lot of blue. So we're just going to take the blue, and we're going to put that here. We can't really use it anywhere at this point. And that is the end of the first bit. Now I've decided which cards I want to keep to build, and now we go into our production cycle. We start with our grays. We produce 3 grays right now at the moment. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to put 2 of them on this card, which means we automatically build this card. The good news is we get our first army. But we get no resources for that, unfortunately. We have one more gray to play. Gives us 2 more armies and a purple, but I'd rather go up here. Hopefully we can do a little better job of doing that. Anyway, that's all there is. That is all there is to a turn, because I have no blue production, no purple production. So that was a little sparse production for us. So it's going to be very difficult for us. We've built a 5-point and almost no production, but we have 2 more points. So we have a 7-point showing right now. Not exactly a stellar turn. Now we'll do the same thing again. We have that and a -5. Oh my gosh. A purple resource. A yellow resource. Oh, and a treasure. Wow. Do I need blues? No, I don't. Wow, that sucks, because we may just leave that. So we're going to take, we're just going to move these way up here right now. There we are. And then I'm going to take these 2 for now. And I can return my spy token. And we'll take these 2 for now. We'll just put them off to the side. And we'll move that over to here. And really don't want anything on this side. Yuck. And another blue. Nothing is helpful here. So I'm going to take my spy token. And we're going to take a look at what's over here. It is a calamity. Oh, jeez. So I have a choice of garbage or garbage. If I get rid of this card, I have nothing there. Oh, that shouldn't be there, actually. That's a menace card. I'm wondering what the hell's going on. That's a menace card. Doesn't belong there. Actually, it belongs in the box. So we'll just put that off to the side and put that away properly. I was wondering what the heck was going on. I think we'll take these 2 for now. And what will happen is we'll refill, and we'll do this. Now we can't look. I almost want to risk this. It's -4 points at the end of the game, though. But it might give me an extra card. And we're in the second turn, which is over here. Geez, okay. Let's bite the bullet. Oh, we know we're taking a calamity, but we'll see what happens here. Maybe another. Ah, so I have 2 calamity cards. We'll just put them up here for now. Those are -4. That really hurt. So now we're gonna put the two more here. Oh, there's a treasure card. There's a treasure card. And there. Whoops. Sorry, that's supposed to go there. Not supposed to. You didn't see that. Shh. We put an upside down card here. I'm going to take these last 2. That is 4 cards. That is the end of the round. These 4 cards are going to go into the... Why can't I get that? I don't know. So let's just see what we got here. Now, we can build. We have to keep in mind that we can build things. So first thing we're going to do is... We've picked up the first one. We have a gray. If we built that, we got 3 armies, though. Wow. But that's 2 purples, and I don't know whether I can build 2 purples. It's possible. Well, I'm going to take the treasure card first. That will give me 2 yellows. There we are. Just to use them. Though it would be almost better to put them on my card here to get the blue rather than build the purple. Phew. Okay. So we have, what, 3 yellows here? No, 2 purples. Okay. Oh, this would be great to build. 4 blues, though. Oh, my gosh. There, oh, there we are. There's 2 blues. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is I'm going to play this card down. Which is the, I should show you these cards. Actually, this is the Familiar Vortex. The Familiar Vortex. And then I'm going to play this treasure card for 2 blue. So that gives us almost to the point where we can build that. It'd be nice to get something more in production than just... oh, now you can see these little guys are really... So I got 2 out of the 3 that I need. And I could get 2 more blue with that. So there's a purple. We have a yellow that we can't really use, so we'll just take that and we'll take the yellow, put it on here. If we put 5 here, we will get a red or a transmogrifying type. There's 3 armies. I'd love to build that. So we do need a red. There's the other purple. We have another purple here. The farm would be good. Or I could get this. Because I can build that with grays. See, I can build 2. Wow. Lots of hard choices here. I'm going to put this farm down. This would give me 3 armies. This would be a great one to do. So we're going to build that. We have some purple here, but those are grays. We're going to use up our 3 grays this turn. We haven't need another purple though. Yeah, we can use a purple here, but that's not a lot of use, and I'm almost sorry I did that. I think we'll play this purple. Don't have a lot of blues, but we can start to have some grays next turn, so I think we'll let this one go for another purple, which we can put up here. 1 more purple, we'll build that there. Not exactly the best turn, and we still don't have any armies. Well, we have 1 army out of the 12 armies. Wow, this solo is brutal here. Okay, anyway. First thing we'll do is we're going to pick up 3 grays. 3 grays. And a blue. So we can build one of these. We can build our farm up here. Now, unfortunately, we cannot take this action at this point because we've already passed it. So this will just go here. So when we trigger the purple, which is next, that will be next. So we've done that. We have 2 more grays. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put these 2 over to here. And we'll build this other hamlet. So we have 2 hamlets in our little city of Zachi. We have 1 blue, which we can put up here. And we can pick up another army. I forgot about that. So we have 2 out of the 12 armies. But we are on the 3rd turn. This game goes very, very fast. At this point in time, that's that for this particular one. So we're going to now go up to the next one, which is purple. We have 2 purples, which is good. So they'll go right here. We just need a red. And then we can turn that in for 3 more armies. And then, so we're going to produce at this point 2 blue. We've already put the 2 blue, so we're going to take our 2 blue. We have nowhere to put them. The rules say we put them here. We need one more blue there, and then we can, at that point, get a red, which will allow us to build for 3 armies. And then we need 3 grays, which we can get next turn. So that'll give us 5, 7 of the 12 armies. Okay, we are on the 3rd turn. We are going to refill our spots. Lots of blues. If we can find a big blue one, that would be nice. And here's one of those other black. I must have mixed in some of the cards that I shouldn't have. I'll have to go through those decks. I'll just pull them out to the side. So what do we got? We got a blue there. We need a red. We're going to wind up with 2 blues. We have no yellow production at this point either. We have purples. This is a possibility. as is this one too. Okay, so we're going to take these two for now. That's one, and then we will add a threat card here. So we have some munitions specialists. And there we go, and we have our outpost. It gives us 2 more blues. I got nothing but blues. Now I did just put this deck together. Wow. We're looking for reds. We're looking for grays. We need another purple. And we have some blues. We have no production of yellow. Well, let's... we have a blue card that's useless here. We have a gray. We've got a gray there. So let's pull this for our first pull. Or our second pull, I should say. We'll add another calamity card over here. We did forget we can actually do that. We have, oh, we got a yellow now. A botanical garden. So we could build something if we can get a yellow. And a navigator with lots of blue again. Oh my. Well, let's take our spy token. And take a look at this top one here. It's not a calamity. It's another blue though. But we got blues. We can actually put that blue. That would give us a red. But, oh, wow. This gameplay is completely different than It's a Wonderful World in this case. Because it doesn't look like the production. I'm not getting a ton of production. So I can either go here. Okay, let's take these cards. I can't look at this card yet. So we'll just put them over here. We'll add our calamity card here. We'll pick up 2 more here. Oh, another gray. Oh, that's got some potential. And some grays and some yellows with a blue showing. I'll take these 2. That is, of course, the end of the 4th round. So we'll take these off. 3rd round, I should say. So the next turn will be the 4th round. So we're going to go through the same thing again. We're still minus 8 points, actually, in this game so far. But we didn't take a calamity, at least. And, well, we don't know that yet. There it is. We did not take a calamity. Sorry, we don't know what that face card is. Oh, there it is. There it is, a yellow. Oh, boy. We got a couple of yellows. I'm just trying to decide. We got some purples. That would give us 3 blues. As I look through this, it's like, oh man, they're crazy. Okay, I'm going to put this down for now. Nothing but blues. Yellow, blues, yellow. There's a gray. Oh, this would be fantastic to build, but look at the purples. 3 purples at this point. And I don't think I have any purple here in my hand. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. I'll let it go for the gray. I don't have any yellow production. So I'm going to take this and put that in for the blue. So what it lets me to do is that extra blue lets me take a red. Which lets me build this car build the car. Sorry, I got a little frog in my throat here. Lets me build that particular card. Which gives me 3 more armies. So we are 5 out of the 12 armies that we need. Or I should say 7 out of the, 5. I'm adding more on there than I should. That gives me 3 armies. Okay, what else do we have? We have no use for a blue yet. No use for a blue. This gives us a gray, but 2 purples and a red, so I may want that. Have a yellow. Well, it's a possibility that we could build this, but all that blue. Let's play this here. We'll bail this guy. Oh, that would give me a yellow now, or a yellow permanently, if I could build it. there's a lot of gray here. Well, we'll try to build it. And we can always bail it for the... Always bail it. We'll just put that down here. Sorry, folks. I don't have a ton of room on this table here. So we're going to put that there to build. Okay. We got a blue. So we're going to take our blue and we're going to put that here. Done that. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one. This will give us a couple more armies. And then I'm going to bail these two for their blue. And we will actually put them up here where I'm building my armies. And we are ready for the turn. We have 5 of our 12 armies. There's 7 armies to build. Okay, the first thing we'll do is we're going to take our 3 gray. 1, 2, 3 gray. Oh yeah, and then we have 4, 5. So we actually have 5. Sorry, I forgot to count those cards. We actually have 5 gray armies, or 5 gray bricks, whatever you want to call them. We got going here. So we're going to take 2 of them with the one that's already built up here. That's going to allow us to build a purple, but we also get 2 armies as a bonus. There we go. Still have 3 more gray. I think we'll go here with them. And that'll allow us to build this particular card, which is the marketplace. Which will give us another yellow, which is good. So we're going to just go up. The production is next is purple, and we have 1, 2, 3 purples. There we go, 3 purples. So that's 2 of the 3. And we have another purple, and I think that's right there. Perfect. So we're going to build this card as well. But it's only a scoring card, so it doesn't really help us. There we are. So we've gone from gray to purple to yellow. We're not producing... Oh, we are producing 1 yellow. Well, that's not too bad. Okay. And then blue. We have 1, 2 blue. 1... 1, 2 blue, one of them which will go here, which will allow us to build our, it looks like a monument of some sort. That is our Tatus tribe, which allows us to take 2 more armies. We might actually be able to get all 12, and we need 12 and 2 reds. This would give us the 3 reds here. We have 1 blue left that we can't use, unfortunately. So we'll just put that there. We are on the last and final turn. There it is. Turn 4. So we are going to... 1. There's that yellow. Perfect. 2. Now we've got all the yellows in the world coming. Ooh, a treasure card for yellows. Ooh, there's some possibility to be able to build something like that. But I can't use that. But we do need a yellow. We have a yellow production. And I certainly want to be able to build this card here. So we're going to want to build this card. So we're going to want something that's going to give us some yellow resources. So I think that's going to be almost impossible to build. But we do need that's going to be impossible to build, I think. But let's take these 2. There we are here. So that's the first 2. We will add a calamity card to the deck here. And we'll move 2 of these over. Oh my gosh. We know we're not going to build that for sure. The 2 yellows here aren't going to build that. That we're going to be able to build any of these 2. So we're just going to go onto this side. Again, we're going to add this card there. We'll add 2 more cards to our... We'll add 2 more cards. I guess the question is, could I build 4 blue? Maybe. Or do I come over here? I don't really want anything here, but there is an extra card. Do I take a risk here that these aren't calamities? But then I would need something to build yellows on, and I don't really have anything. Oh, I got those two, so it is possible that I could build this. Okay, we'll take the third calamity here. We'll take these cards here. We'll put 2 more out. But that is basically the end of the game. 2, 4, yeah, there we are, 8. That is the end. That is the end of the game. So we have to see now in our production what we're going to do. First of all, we're going to take a look at those 2 cards that we pulled. There's another calamity, and there's a purple. So I've got minus 12 points to finish this game off. I'll just put these over here. Minus 12. Boy, that's a deficit and a half. Okay, so let's take a look here. We have, first of all, we're going to look to build out our armies. We need 3 more armies. We also need that. So I am going to take this yellow, put it here, put the yellow over to here. I didn't take it out because it's just easier than me fumbling. And we're going to build this card, which gives us the 3 reds. 1, 2, and I can take the other red to go over to here so that I can build this guy. That is going to allow me to build 3 armies, which gives me the 12 armies and the 2 to actually fix that scenario. So in actual fact, we have finished that scenario, which we can put all these guys here for now. Okay, we have this guy here. Don't necessarily need him. If we can get some point cards here, there's a point card. So we want to look to see if we can build some point cards here. Every yellow building, I have like no yellow buildings. That's not particularly useful. Well, we could build a yellow building. Okay, let's do that. So we're going to put this one down. And we are going to take our treasure card and this one, 3, to build this card. Don't think we have any yellow to be able to build this, which is too bad. It's 4 points, nor this. And we have a purple. We don't need that army. We really don't need to build this. And I don't think I have anything that's really going to give us an advantage here. Well, I could build them all, or try to build them all. We have 1 yellow. If we wind up with 5, we might be able to do it. Okay, so let's, we're going to put these in our area here, and we're going to see what happens. So we've got our build. The first thing we're going to do is build our grays. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 grays altogether. 1. So we got 6 grays. 1. Well, this is my points card, so let's just see if we can do this. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. No. 5. Can't see any more grays after that. Okay. So we might be able to build these 3 yellows. I am not sure yet. Well, in fact, we can take this for the resource, but we can't use it in actual fact, I don't think. Yes, we can. We can use it here. So we'll take that and we can build this card, which gives us 2 armies, which we don't need anymore, but we got 2 armies. Which gives us a purple. Okay, so we got that. Okay, what are we doing next? Next is purple. We have 1 purple, 2 purple, 3 purple, 4 purple, 5 purple. So we have a purple that goes there. 5 purple. And then we will, it's too bad I don't need purple anywhere here. So we have 1 purple that goes there, and we're going to put 4 purple here, 2, okay, so that's going to give us 2 more purples, and another red cube. Oh, actually, we already have a 1, 2. So 4 purples, but the blue cube gives us another red cube. Well, that's always good because I can build more. So we have enough. Oh, and we had to spend those two. Sorry, the 2 red cubes that we shouldn't have now. They should be over here because we spent it to do that. So we have 1 red cube. Okay. Okay, after purple is yellow. We have 1 production of yellow, which is here. And we have blue next. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 blue, which really doesn't do anything for us at all at this point. Yeah, and there's nowhere to use 4 blue. We can pay 5 gray. So that is the end of the game. That's as easy as it gets. So theoretically, because I fulfilled this quest, we can win the game. It's really just a matter of how many points at this point. So we'll just clear off a little bit here, and we'll show you how the points work, really. It's really quite simple. So what we're going to do is, let's just make a little room. We're automatically going to get 2 points for every blue card here that we have. So we have our little thing here. We know we're minus 12. Oh my God. Okay, for my duchy, I get 2 for every blue card. So we have 2, 4, 6. Oh, we got 8. That's not too bad. Okay. And we'll look for times here. So we'll put these here. Is there anything that's a times? I don't think so. No. No, I don't think so. Okay, so these are all going to go back because I have nothing that's going to be times there. That was times blue. So we have purple cards or blue cards. We have 5, 9, 12, 15. 15. I lost my eraser. Oh no, what do we do? Get in there. Okay. So that is our 5 blue cards. What else do we have here? We have nothing here. Boy, this is brutal. I don't think I really scored very well. We have, oh, yellows times purple, so I get 2 points for that. Okay, and 2 points for that. So I got 2 and 2 basically. 2, and you can see what happens is it's 2 times the purple. So there's the purple. So I'm going to get 2 for the purple, 2 for the yellow. So I have 4 plus 2 is 6 basically. 2, 4 is 6. That is the scoring of this game. Dun, 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 dun. How are we doing here? So if we add it up, we will 10, 25, 31, minus 12, a whole whopping 19 points, which in the scoring, what was that last card? It wasn't a calamity card, that's for sure. Okay. Yeah, bronze medal I would have had 70 points. To do a gold medal, 115 points. I had 19 points. Not very good. That is the game. It is really simple. I really do like the game. Let's have some final thoughts on it. So a few final thoughts of It's a Wonderful Kingdom. The mechanics are really good. This game is either bust or boom, and you can see I was bust. I really didn't have a lot of cards to push me forward into that 70 to 115 range. Though I did build, and I did beat the quest, but I wasn't able to build an engine good enough to build a lot of cards, and that's unfortunate. So I won, but I didn't really win good. Let's just say I didn't have any negative point. This game is specific to 2 players. as opposed to It's a Wonderful Kingdom, where you can play it from 1 to 5. The mechanic is a bit different here for the solo play. I didn't mind it, but it's risky. There's a lot of risk involved where there's not, in It's a Wonderful World, there is no big risk because there's no calamities. So these can really play havoc, as you saw, minus 12. I still would have only had a 31 instead of a 19, even if we took them out. And there are other cards that we can put in. We can put menace cards in, and you can see some of them that had gotten mixed in by accident are really bad for us, and usually don't help us until we actually pay the number of soldiers in order to keep them down. So there's an added mechanic here of your soldiers become useful. They're not just points at the end. And of course the art card needs them to be built, which we didn't see any of those. I'd like to try this again. There's other conquests. I'm sure I could do better. Did I pay optimally? It's hard to say. It's a lot of guesswork because you don't know what the 2 or 3 blank cards are under here. And you saw I got 3 out of the 4 calamity cards. Actually, 2. Oh, this was actually 8. I made a mistake. I actually thought this was a calamity card. It's not. It was a treasure card. I actually had 2 more armies. So, in reality, it was minus 8, which gives us 4 more points. So I have 24 points, 23 points. Woohoo. So, I still didn't make the 70 points. But that is the basics of the game. If you know how to play this game, It's a Wonderful World will be a shoo-in. But that is how this game plays. Fun little game, well thought out. It wasn't particularly expensive. I got the Legends edition, which really just glorified our soldiers, gave us some extra cards and whatnot. Anyway, if you like what you see, please hit the like button, click subscribe. I really appreciate it when you subscribe. It just makes you feel, I like to make you feel like you're part of my family. And hopefully you'll come in and watch my videos and enjoy what I do and my mistakes and some of the fun things I sometimes put in my videos. Hit notifications and make some comments. I love comments. I do answer comments. I know I have a regular 6 or 7 people who do watch my videos, which I'm proud of. But I'd like to build that a little bit. That's a shameless plug. Other than that, it's really nice to have you here. It's really nice to have done this for you. We'll catch you on the next one. Maybe we'll look at It's a Wonderful World. I think I'm going to be playing that tonight, actually, with some friends. We're going to learn some games tonight. So that is all for now. There is some news that I am actually going to be opening with a partner with a boards game cafe here in Yellowknife. That's going to happen within the next 6 months. That it will be part of a bigger complex of entertainment, but the first phase is just the gaming cafe. So that's very exciting for me. And so we will be marrying my brand into the cafe, and we'll start to do some stuff once the cafe is on its way, which is we're having the architects in this week. So watch for further teasers and perhaps pictures at some point of the space, and we'll add those in as we go. But that is it for now. Have a great day. It's another cold freaking day in Yellowknife, at minus 34 this morning. But we are coming towards warmer weather. Towards the end of the week, we should have minus 16, I think, Thursday, and by the end of the weekend, minus 11. We have one more cold month usually, which is March, which will still see some minus 30 weather, and then April will finally start to break a little bit into the minus 20, and then May, minus 10 and up, or down, minus 10 and below, or up, higher than minus 10, and then finally by June we'll finally see plus weather. So we'll talk to you later, folks. Enjoy your day if you've got spring or summer or nicer weather than I got.